I bet you wondering how I got here. That's my BET reference for today. So, looking at my baby's face, she's happy, hair is vibrant, moving. Would you believe I just combed her hair during this video? If you want to see how I was able to get ouch-free results, stay tuned. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing one of the products that I used in this Curly Q Kids collection by Curls. I'm also going to be giving my initial and post review of what I thought about this product and how it performed on my daughter's hair. And I'm also going to be giving you guys some detangling tips to help you in your natural hair journey. So let's get into these claims. This Curly Q moisturizer and detangler claims to detangle, revive, protect, moisturize, and condition your hair. I must say, reading these claims, I was very surprised, a little excited. That was up until I felt the product in my hands. And
no, mm-mm, mm-mm, no, 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 hell no, 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 I refuse, no.
Yeah, I was not pleased. It was sticky, and the first thing I thought was, no ma'am, Pam. This is not gonna give what it was supposed to have gave. I wasn't feeling that feeling. I've dealt with products like this before, and I was just like, I don't know if this is gonna work. I did eventually decide to give it a chance, to at least try, and if it didn't work, then we'll go from there. Don't know until you try, right? Okay, so upon putting it in my daughter's hair, it was instant detangle moisturization situation going on in her hair. I mean, it was amazing the way it felt on her hair. You know, I oftentimes get a little bit discouraged by the water-based products, even though they should. Water-based products should be beneficial to hair like hers that's I would consider 4C hair or a thick texture. So I would think they should be benefit, but not all are created equal. And this product definitely teaches me that. It teaches me to unlearn that these water-based products can actually work. What are some detangling products that you guys use? Let me know in the comments below. Is it water-based? Is it a cream? What are some of the benefits? And do you feel those benefits listed when you put it in your hair? Let me know what you think. And of course, there's some suggested products to follow up on. There's a Curly Q milkshake, custard, and a princess glaze that you can follow up on. I did not buy these products because my main focus was to just find something that was beneficial in the detangling process with my daughter, because it's a lot of times it's not the easiest, and she gets agitated, upset, obviously, so I want to be sure that her experience with that is pain-free. I want to be able to show her that, and by doing this video, to show women that we don't have to, beauty doesn't have to be pain, does not have to be painful. I think a lot of us were taught that as kids, or conditioned to that idea of when we get our hair done, it's gonna hurt. And it doesn't have to be that way. This life and this, this time around, natural hair products have definitely opened us up to a whole new way of seeing and realizing that. And so this product was a great way to not only teach me that, but hopefully you guys in watching this video to learn that it doesn't have to be painful, no matter what your texture is. So yeah, amazing. So those products I didn't buy yet, but they on the way. Don't nobody tell my husband. Period. Don't nobody tell my husband. Keep it to yourself. Okay? Alright, so now let's get into this video. As you can see here, I start spraying, put a little bit on her roots, I put some on her ends, of course, and I go to work. I'm using a pink rat tail comb that I normally don't use when detangling her hair, but at least wanted to try. I was like, listen, I'm gonna put it to the test, because even with a thick detangling comb, sometimes it's hard to really know if the hair's been detangled, because it goes through those big, those big bristles or whatever you call them. So yeah, so as you can see, I'm combing it through, and it's just gliding through like butter. There's not a whole lot of catch. Of course, I'm starting at the root, obviously, as you want to start when combing or detangling your hair at any given point. Starting at the root and then just work my way down. But if you could just see how fast that process is going, how smooth it's going, and most importantly, she is not crying, she's not agitated, she's not frustrated, she is not pissed, which is normally what happens. And it's just an amazing feeling to see and experience with her. With that being said, I want to go in and offer you guys some important tips on detangling, okay? And of course, I want to start by sharing the necessary tools when it comes to detangling. That can be a wide tooth comb, a rat tail comb, a spray bottle with water, a water-based product much like this one, and your favorite detangling product. Whatever it is that works for you. I didn't make this review to make you feel like this was something that you had to get. Of course, you can try, because it doesn't hurt. In this natural hair game, we know that this is often trial and error, like most things in our lives. So, if you'd like to take that chance, take it. I think it'll be worth it. So some steps to detangling. First of all, like I mentioned, spray with water, a water-based product, or something with slip. Any type of leave-in, any type of moisturizer that gives you some type of slip, any type of water-based product that you use to detangle, use it. Definitely use it. Start at the ends of your hair, never at the root. That's going to be really important, because when you start at the root, all it does is create more knots, breakage, obviously, and a lot of pain and tension on your scalp, which a lot of time causes hair breakage. You always want to start at the ends, never at the root. Work your way up. Be patient. Just know in the end, when I'm finished, I'm not going to be no bald head hoe. I'm going to be cute, and my hair going to be lavish and luxurious, and it definitely takes time to work through that. To get those results. So just remember to be patient in that process. Also, the next one, the last but not least, trim your hair, sis. Trim it. Split ends and breakage and broken ends cause more breakage and difficult to detangle. Trim that hair, girl. Trim it. Trust and believe that it is not doing anything beneficial to keeping that dead, broken, damaged, deranged ass hair. Cut it. Cut it. You don't want to look like this. Okay? You don't want to look like this picture right here. I don't know what's going on with sis in this picture, but that hair is something special, I'll tell you that. Cut them ends. They're not doing you a world of good. I think a lot of us, especially as black women, a lot of us, we have this idea that we need to hold on to those strands, when really we lose hair all the time. We lose hair all the time. It's just a part of our growing process. It's just much like skin, much like our skin. Our skin sheds every day, every night. when we lay down for bed, our skin sheds, and the same with our hair. So think about a time that's good for you and a time that is good and the healthiest for your hair to trim. It's recommended to trim your ends quarterly, so that I think that's every 3 months, which is a good healthy a good healthy amount of time. You're not gonna be bald head by cutting the ends off. Trust and believe that the thing that's making you bald is holding on to them dead ends. That's what's making you bald. That's what's not allowing the growth to happen, because you're holding on to something that is never going to recover. Trim those ends. Also, another product that I'm using here, it's from Curls as well, and it is the hair serum from the Cashmere and Caviar line, which I have started using recently. And I also did a twist video where I did like a little twist out braid situation using 3 products in that collection, and I'll link it here in this video above. I also linked the video where I did my daughter's hair, which is what I'm preparing for in this video now, to detangle and do her hair, and I'll link that video as well in this video. Oh, y'all, look at that slow motion of when I glide that rat tail comb through her hair, baby. That was pure butter. It was epic. It was everything. It was giving me silky realness. She was happy. I think at one point she didn't even realize that I was still doing her hair, because she was just into her own thing. Eating her ice cream smoothie, whatever that is, but it was everything. Very, very pleased with how this made her hair feel, and with how, just her experience in getting this done. I also want to give you a little education, as I mentioned about us, losing our hair. Like, we lose up to 100 strands of hair a day. We lose up to 100 strands a day. And that's something out of our control. No matter how many protective styles, no matter what we put on our hair to protect, it happens. It happens. And it's necessary. Like I mentioned, it's necessary. Cut those ends. Cut the ends. You will definitely benefit, and you won't regret it. If you look at my last video where I did my twist out, braid out thing, and how hard it was to detangle that, even with a damn blow dry, and even in the video I said I need a trim, that was making all the difference. As I mentioned in that video, my roots were fine. They were fine. They were not hard to deal with, but those ends, those ends were freaking tragic and desperately needed a trim, which I did. I went ahead and trimmed my hair because it needed it. And that's what we have to do when we notice our hair, and not just our hair, when we notice those ends, starting to feel or at least see it in our hair, because you notice. We notice when our hair it's not at its healthiest and not at its best. We notice the difference in how it looks, how it feels, and when that happens, get you a trim, because that's more than likely what's going on. I could imagine if it were the whole head, if it were our entire hair, all of our hair that was experiencing some type of weird, transition or feeling to it, that could probably be related to products that might not be agreeing with our hair. But if it's those ends, if it's just the ends, it's time for a haircut, sis. It's time. You gonna get it back. You don't need them ends. You just don't need them. They gonna fall off anyway. The ends are the weakest parts of our hair. They're the weakest parts of our hair because they've been with us the longest, as opposed to the mid shaft and roots. So get rid of that hair. Make room for the new. You deserve that. Your head deserves that. Your scalp deserves that. Get that trim, and you will not regret it. So now we are at the end of this video. As you can see, my baby is happy. She is smiling. She had a good experience with her hair detangling process, as did I. Either a proper detangling tools, products, and kind of system that you go by. It's not only better for them, because they don't get to experience that pain of detangling, but also better on us as moms or dads or whoever is doing our child's hair. It's not there's no pain for anyone. There's no stressed feeling, anxious feeling. We go in, we get it done, and it only takes half the amount of time as those times when we're fighting and struggling at our hair. My final review on this product: I really enjoyed this product. Despite having that sticky feeling on my hands, when I put it in her hair, it was a totally different experience. It wasn't sticky. It didn't get hard. It wasn't. It didn't feel cakey. It just glided right through. And I mean, as you can see, her strands look so moisturized. You can even see some curl definition there with this product. And again, she was very pleased, and how well it performed also with the hair serum from the Curls and Caviar. I really enjoyed these two products. I've enjoyed using that product since I got it 2 months ago. I've enjoyed it so much, and look forward to my new shipment of this product and those other follow-up products. Again, don't tell my husband. Y'all be safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.